recently spent 10 days exploring Portugal with a friend in a tiny Fiat convertible. It was a journey that left me with around 10 extra pounds worth of vinho verde, a special Portuguese wine, and queijo, a delicious, cheesy bread roll, as well as plenty of insight into Portugal's hidden gems. Of all the meals and miles we covered, I was most surprised by the sleepy villages and surf culture of the West Alentejo coast. What I ended up finding was much more than just beautiful, unspoiled beaches, but also local enclaves and authentic eateries that are just off the beaten path. As much as it pains me to expose these untapped treasures, they are simply too good not to share. Here's how to get the best of Portugal's coast in just 1 week. Day 1. Hideout in Praia da Luz. Your journey along the coast will start in the quaint town of Praia da Luz. Most travelers to the Algarve region will look to stay in Lagos, but those in the know will stay in local villages in the surrounding area. An irresistibly charming Airbnb lead us to Luz, a 15-minute drive from Lagos, and its magical allure felt meant to be. The sliver of beach in Praia da Luz is known to few, making it much more precious. The crystal-clear waters and smooth rock that meets it will often be empty just for you enjoy. While here, make sure to catch the sunset and local favorite cataplana dish at Luz's most celebrated restaurant, Fortaleza da Luz. Day 2. Discover the secrets of Lagos. Although Lagos may be the more tourist part of the Algarve, it is only from here that you can charter a boat to lesser-known sands. Sign yourself up for a Algarve boat rental. It is by far the most beautiful, and not too expensive, way to discover the southern coast. Make sure your Capitan takes you to peruse Praia Banagal and its hidden cave. Once you've returned, there are 2 stops in Lagos not to be missed. The Central Fish Market will give you a look into local life, where many come from neighboring towns to buy fresh produce for the week. Then, when the tide is low, find the stone archway that connect 2 cliffs above Praia da Batata. This gorgeous backdrop is only accessible via small caves that cut through 2 sets of cliffs. Day 3. Surf along Praia da Amato. On a last-minute whim, inspired from an enthused bartender's suggestion, we took our chances at finding Praia da Amato. At this point, all we knew was that we were looking for a secret beach where all of Portugal's finest surfers go to catch waves. We plugged it into our GPS, and thought that would be that. It was most certainly not. After many times missing a graffiti-covered sign off the main road in the surf village of Carapatera, we found ourselves on an unnamed, tree-lined, and winding path. After 20 minutes or so, and with no service to speak of, we saw it. And it was amazing. Caravans of surfers and locals lined the coast that seemed to drop off dramatically. Praia da Amato is so unique that it in fact has its own mini-climate. Fog rolls in and out to moments of sunshine and cool temperatures. After admiring the view, and chatting with some effortlessly cool locals, we did what every visitor should do, took a surf lesson with Amato Surf Camp. Day 4. Enjoy lunch in Zambujeira do Mar. A whole day reserved for lunch. Yes, this meal will be just that special. At this point, we had heard if we missed Zena do Mar, we were doing it wrong. So we made our way there, and in what we would later find out was a blessing in disguise, it was closed. What we did find, however, was Café Palhinhas. Unassuming, simply delicious seafood, and some of the most inspiring views I've ever seen were all part of the charm here. Expect to eat fresh garlic and olive oil-soaked shrimp with your hands. Top it off with a caipirinha, and take a moment to soak in the sea-scented breeze. Day 5. Spend a night in Porto Covo. Let a post-lunch high lead you to rest in the archetypal Portuguese fishing village of Porto Covo. Classic blue and white facades line cobblestone streets that wind around the quiet coast. It will only take you 30 minutes to explore Porto Covo, and once you're done sussing out the scene, head down cliff-carved steps that lead to Praia do Bano. Go for a swim, and stick around for sunset. Every day, locals and lucky visitors gather at the cliff's edge to watch the sun turn the sky into a pastel blend of pinks and oranges as the horizon swallows it whole. Of course, head for a glass of vinho verde straight after in the cafes of the picturesque Praça Marques de Pombal. You should stay at O Lugar Guest House, a 6-bedroom bed and breakfast that is more than Pinterest-worthy. Think homemade breakfasts, views of the harbor, and your favorite Motown classics playing in the background. Day 6. Fall in love with Amarera. Praia da Amarera is the type of place that'll make you say I'm going to have a house here one day. We posted up on the calm, seawater river that feeds off the beach into the mainland. The main beach is ideal for surfers, but the river was ideal for us more lounge-inclined travelers. The adjacent hills are lined with contemporary mansions, the soft white sands are largely empty, and we could only make out a few other bodies in the distance. The praia is found in the alluring town of Alger. Make sure to drive through its center if you get a chance, it's postcard worthy. Day 7, treat yourself to cocktails in Comporta. It's the last day of the adventure, and it's time to go big before you go home. Comporta is just the place to do that. Think Ibiza meets the Hamptons. A chic, nonchalant setting with all the cocktails and vibes your heart desires. Set up camp at Cell, order the fresh grilled fish, and spend the day dipping in and out of the calm and cool West Coast waters. Comporta is just a short hour-long drive from Lisbon, where you will be bidding your coastal adventure adieu. If you have enough time before your flight, don't miss the alternative shopping and scene of LX Factory, breakfast at A Merceria Saloia, or lunch at Cervejaria Ramiro.